Ko jau uzkāpā. Pret šitajiem pajoļiem varētu uzspēlēt. Bļāviņas, kas tev atkal nepatīk. Es vecīt, kur tu meklē problēmas, kur nevajag. Tā jau tu maz spēlē, tu vēl noguris no treniņiem. Kādala vecīt. Nigērs tāds. Vai? Jop, cik? Kas atkal? Pohuj, tāpat ir labi. Jā, nu ir problēmas. Man nav vietas viņam. Burtiski nav vietas. Pakaļā, labi, viss, labi, lai viņš sēž uz beņķa. Būs jāatreido prom puika pēc sezonas. Come on! Dēmien Lillard, štort, nekas viņš nav. Oi, blīn, zaudējām. Bļāviens, nu kas tev nepatīk, vecīt, blīn. Lai tu pateiks, ka viņš grib startēt. Fuck. Labi, izmanto šito. Startēšanu tu nestartēsi, bet kaut ko izdomāsim. Ir gatavs. Maškas viņam minūtes varētu frustrēt. No kā mēģināt, nekā nebojāšu chemistry. Tā, kas tagad? Maška var kādu minūti piedot viņam klāt, tas būtu baigi tehniski. Iedot minūtes, man liekas, viņš aiziet savu muti. Man pat nav kā minūtes atņemt. Labi, Sandersam var atņemt. Iedos, Neko vairāk nevajag piedāvāt. Un šitas man vajag. Kādu rezultātu mēs tur vinnēja? Kaut kas iespaidīgs bija. Blin, Clarksons, tas ir tanks, bļāviens, tas ir īsts tanks vienkārši. 23 points iemet, Simons labi nokapājis. Blin, nice. Ideāli. Ideāli, kas rebiņos. O, normāli. Bojā viens kļūds arī. Labi, tas tā. Tā, davai nakčinājam. Ko es spēlēšu, kaut ko tā tehnisku. Nē, šis pats. Šī tās pašas formas, kāds tiem formas cirviem. Vienos melus. Pat pēc sports izskatās.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Mavericks in Dallas. Well, it was Dallas winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has to be a great communicator. He has to talk, help his teammates, make those extra plays like, hey, move, slide your feet, Ernie, pass the ball, give back to Kenny, hey, watch out, he's cutting through.
Oh, he got me moving,
Ernie.
you got me moving.
Communication's the big key, Ernie.
You see, he was the anchor and I started
moving.
moving.
Hands up, Kenny, slide down, yeah, rotate, oh, yeah, get the three.
See? Yeah. As soon as he started talking, I just went, man.
Two great defenders right there. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. Today's game marks the continuation of the Clippers' road schedule. Still out of the lineup is
Papagiannis.
And I don't think anybody expected them to be playing
Tas
this well in
īsts
his absence, guys.
startne kapls.
They haven't really seemed to miss him at all. I was sure there'd be some kind of drop-off.
Well, you know, we knew, but you're right. Surprising how well they've weathered that loss. Nonetheless, though, I'm sure they're eagerly looking forward to him getting back into the lineup.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. The monster out there with Griffin, and it's Green in at the 3 spot, and even 3-on-3 break.
Bļā, CP3 veci, tu būs pie maniem next season, es tā ceru.
And stolen by Nowitzki. Fast break Dallas. Knight leading the charge.
Cerams. Redzēs, kā free agents izvērtīsies. Būtu jau tehniski. Tīms uzreiz daudz labāks palikt.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Here's the monster. 10-point game his last outing.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the Clippers pick up 2.
Bļā, viens nesanāca.
Now the dish to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Nowitzki's shot's good.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
So it's the Clippers now. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from 3.
Shooting can always be a great
Nav, jā, viņam jau Jordans nav, taču aizstāvēt. Nav moģis.
And so here is Dallas after the mystery from Jamal Crawford. Here's Simmons in the game against Orlando. Very impressive.
Šitā sačakarēties.
Fast break. Crawford's got it. Rejected by Nowitzki. And it's out of bounds.
Labs
Last
der.
touch by Nowitzki. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. 16 feet away, and Jeff Green again. Green's got his second basket of the night. And so here is Dallas. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And offensively, everything they did seemed to just come together beautifully. They threw a lot of things at the wall, and most of it stuck.
Yeah, it did stick in high-quality fashion, too. I mean, a multifaceted approach like that takes a really sophisticated, locked-in defense to stop it. That certainly wasn't the case that day.
Paul can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Knight. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers.
Coach told me that defensively, he's not even sure how you contain Dirk Nowitzki offensively. He said he really has an unstoppable shot with that turnaround. I don't know how you stop it, but we're going to try. Guys, it always helps to have those athletic, rangy defenders who can at least get a hand in his face. We'll see what matchup they go with defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Paul. After Dirk Nowitzki's bucket, fires from 18. Again, the miss by Paul. Simmons passes to Paul. And the rebound goes to Griffin.
Right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Dishes it to Green. Nowitzki with the steal. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And that one's good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Paul outside. They set the screen. Crawford outside. Knight grabs the board.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Nowitzki. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And
Bobby.
lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good.
O, es taču tā darīt. Tāpat kā man. Nu, labi, bet ir zemnieki.
Blake Griffin hits them both. Here's Simmons. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Feeds it to Nowitzki. He kicks it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Outside Knight. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And that's now 6 points for Dirk Nowitzki. Paul with the ball. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Memphis.
Yeah, but he set up shots.
I mean,
he just could not be defended out on the floor. He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And here is Knight. Talking about that win against the Magic, he was definitely a major factor as well.
Bļāviens, Paul vēl, sajauc tev.
Pass to Nowitzki. And Griffin sends it back. Here's Crawford. Good. Crawford's got his first points of the night.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Simmons. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. And here we go, Paul. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Paul.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Simmons. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Redick is checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Paul kicks to Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Heads up play there, guys.
Redick
The assist
yaptık.
and the finish.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Larry Sanders is checked in for Nowitzki. Grant comes in for the prodigy. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Knight. Channing Frye's checked in for the Clippers.
Hard to get that one off.
No.
The size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Paul, following the score by Dallas. Moves back up, front, and a foul on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavs.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
Yeah, they're showing some
No,
muscle
Paul,
also in the
stop
first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Robertson dishes to Grant. Passes it to Sanders. Here's Robertson, covered by Redick. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Anderson's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Stokes is checked in for Griffin. And it's Brooks in for Chris Paul. Now Clarkson, a 23-point game for him in the win against Orlando. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. The Clippers trail. Brooks kicks to Fry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Redick's got his second bucket of the night.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now, here's Clarkson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points again. Tries again. And Brooks comes up with the rebound. Los Angeles is gone.
Bļāviens, pus mazāk, kaban.
Kicks it to Redick. Here's Stokes. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Brooks kicks to Redick. It's rebounded by Dallas. They came away with the victory in the last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Really such a security blanket, Greg, when you can count on that second unit to step in and provide key minutes, especially when the game is in doubt.
Brooks kicks to Fry. Misses the 3. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
The Mavericks have it all 4 of their chances so far in this one. That free throw missing.
Fuck.
And the second free
Oh,
throw.
good. Es jau domāju.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Deep 2 from Brooks. And that one comes up a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the football.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Mavericks leading by 4. Here's Anderson. Here's Clarkson. No good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Yeah.
With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. In third, the Mavericks.
What a month they've had defensively. I mean, they've really gotten after it on that end of the floor.
Dallas
Oh, ja.
timeout.
Super. Nav laiks jākapā.
The Mavericks leading. He dishes it to Grant.
Es tu mums gandrīz norakstu visu
Sanders
savā.
passes to Grant. And Anderson has it in the corner. Now the feed to Robertson. Grant kicks to Clarkson. Clock at 4.
Bija jāatļauj mest.
Dallas again.
Loģiski atļaus, ka nevar iemest.
Much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
.146 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Brooks. He's covered by Clarkson. Brooks kicks to Reddick. To halt the run. It's rebounded by Dallas. Anderson's got his third rebound on the night. The three.
Pārtraukt.
And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And the
ātras
offense has come together
saspēles.
immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Fry.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Clarkson. Lock at 6. He feeds it to Anderson. Pass to Clarkson.
Var īsti līdz galam spēli.
The dish to Anderson. Grant kicks to Clarkson. Feeds to Sanders. Screen by Grant. Sanders passes to Grant. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
Kaut kas aizgāja kā nevajag. Nā, es man varētu tālu uzmest.
Knight, that's a two-pointer.
Labi.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And then listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been. Okay, I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard, I think that's been the difference.
Establishing a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
Brandon Knight is out there with Hood. Then there's Nowitzki. Then there's the prodigy. And it's Powell in at the 5. So that's
Oh, fuck. Mouse.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. And now it's an 11-point Dallas lead. Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Dishes it to Redick. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Griffin, and he dumps it down.
He power surged that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good
Nereāli.
game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a manny, that's a facial.
Pārāk skaisti būtu bijis.
Ball against Knight, and the wide open shot from Redick.
Nu, šīs jau bija loģiski, ka viņi iemetīs.
Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this game.
And that one's good.
Yeah.
14 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they
Ideal.
Not to be. Good play defensively. Knight into the lane. That's good. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
And how about the
Zemnieks nolādē
on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And so here is Dallas after the Clippers pick up 2. Knight into the lane. From outside the arc. Dirk Nowitzki again from deep. Nowitzki's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Now, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on.
Bez emocijām.
And, you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Get shooters open. Labi, pamēģinās.
About 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Crawford, no luck.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding isn't their first stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the Prodigy. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Green's checked in. And both free throws good for Clarkson. Clippers trail by 14. Pulls up, high post. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Redick's got 9.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Ideal.
Threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Ball goes in, and that one's good.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yes, very, very impressed with how much more alive they look here to get back in.
Now, here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Nowitzki outside. Three-pointer.
Oi.
Green with the rebound.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Fires the 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
They are absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Good.
What a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Oh!
Fuck.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim
The
than
dunk
that when he wants to.
concourse.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's the monster. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Clippers trail by 9. Paul dishes to Griffin. Kicks it out to Paul. And another 3 for the Clippers.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
The Mavericks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Nowitzki's got 2 now in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Passes it to the monster. He kicks to Redick. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Griffin. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Hood can't get it to go.
Brilliant
For
skåka.
chances, almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Paul. He has 5. Lock at 6. The monster passes to Green. From deep. Rebounded by Hood.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Is that what you think?
Absolutely.
Instead, it had the opposite effect. He looked foolish.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink.
Nereāli. Nereāli šo aksu noturēt.
Really starts to add up.
The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Grant. He dishes it to Sanders. Right through the knee for the layup. Sanders has got his first basket.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
Nu, brālis, mums vajag vēl tas Griffins jau, nu cik vāra.
Finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Tas lai arī kārtīgs bloks tavas puses.
Grant gets to Clarkson. Got a piece of it. Reddick with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis. The feed now to Paul. Fast break, Dallas. And here they go. And Anderson slams it in.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really, a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Paul kicks to Green. Outside for Griffin.
Sabijās puika.
Pass to Reddick. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Dallas. Grant's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The drive by Paul. Outside, Green. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 13. Anderson dishes to Robertson. Here's Clarkson. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Griffin goes in, the 11-footer, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Dallas calls timeout. And some changes here for the Mavericks.
Patient offense. Nekāds patient, jākapā.
And the Clippers making a change here as well. Charnel Stokes, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Anderson passes to Robertson. Knight kicks to Simmons. Got it. Good job in the low post. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
And their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
And their field goal percentage shows that over 60 now. Tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
Anderson against Green. No good from 11 feet.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Kicks it to Simmons. He feeds it to Sanders. Rebound by the Clippers. 1:52 left in the second quarter.
Bija jāiemet tāds.
Paul against Knight. The drive by Paul. He's off from 17 feet.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A nice shot by Knight.
Brandon
I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Paul. Here's Stokes. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Stokes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Knight into the lane. 1:03 left to play here in the half. screen by Sanders. And Simmons kicks to Sanders. Knight against Paul. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And that one's good. Simmons. Simmons got 6 points in the quarter.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
There's the pass to Fry. There's the dish to Reddick. There's the 3. They get it again. Stokes got a piece of it.
Abi. Eto līdz galam.
Here's Roberson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And here is Knight. Feeds it to Simmons. To the inside. Reddick.
Loģiski, ka sabiržas kā parasti.
And so that's the end of the first half. Mavericks lead by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris.
Pagaidām ideāli.
Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Doc, what do you think is the main area this team needs to address going down the stretch?
I tell you, every quarter we've had a 2-minute stretch where, guys are playing hard. They're trying to win. But you got to win together by running your stuff. And we're trying to make it up, and the turnovers are killing us right now.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Dirk Nowitzki was the story in the first quarter. He had 20 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet in.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
You don't have to dig very deep to see why they're getting crushed. Just look at the rebounding stats. They've been weak juice on the glass, and it's going to cost them. Weak juice and barbecue chicken. What a diet. I'm sure they're getting an earful in the locker room right now, and they deserve it, Ernie.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, one of the things about...
Ko? Jāapsver stat vēl. Jā. Nav ko teikt. Nav ko teikt. Da labi bija 8 reboundu. Nē, 8 reboundu. Jebal. Aizsargam. Labi, man patīk. Kas ar piespēlēm notiek. Kaut kas ir.
The truly great of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Bad ball.
Clippers trail by 15.
Tad, ka jūs sagraus starpsezonā nāks pie mums tāpat vecīt. Tā nav variantu.
Green is out there with Griffin. And it's the
Blin, no.
roaming the paint.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Knight dishes to Powell. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot.
Galvenais, lai sods sit.
The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The first free throw is good. That's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Los Angeles now. Down by 15. Paul kicks to Crawford. To the paint. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
Jēri, bļāviens.
That's good. 8 points for the prodigy.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Oi.
The whistle, contact on the way up.
Labi, labi.
I tell you what, he earned his money.
To nav ko satraukties.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure
Šis metīs viss, tas ir skaidrs.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Loģiski.
Paul drills both of them. So it's the Mavericks now. Here's Simmons, Knight on the wing. And taken away
Kam
by
tu
Paul.
dod? Es dodu pilnībā citam, viņš padod tam, nu vispār tehniski.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. There's Crawford with the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
Back to Nowitzki. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Assists like
Un
that.
direkstē parāda, kurš saimnieks vienkārši.
Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams
Daje
operate
ball.
offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. Maybe that'll ignite them. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. I think that was
Es ar māku
The
iedanku.
reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
yeah, they're geek.
Vienkārši izskrien cauri, blin.
Will do for your team.
Clippers trail by 17.
Šitā var apkāst
Paul
konkurēt.
passes to the monster.
Pašam ir savs Lebrons tīmājumi, blin.
Green kicks to Paul. Picked by Griffin. It's tipped. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. Good. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Jeff Green on the wing. Shot's good.
Fuck.
Griffin making the play. And 12 points for Jeff Green. Mavericks leading by 17. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
The monster passes to Crawford. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Blin, tie te mesti sadomājuši, kas notiek.
Dallas with it.
Blin, tas Simons tagad tanks vienkārši izskrien. Oi, fuck, kam es devu?
Crawford outside.
Ir loģiski, kad ir.
Crawford's got 4 this quarter.
That is some
Labi.
real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Tad bišķi piebremzēt to tempu, bet
And so he earns a
nu šitas atdās.
official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Really an extraordinary game for Knight. He's got 8 points and 4 assists.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for the Clippers. Knight hits them both.
And if they
Ideāli.
continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Crawford's
Un bļāviens, nu galvenais, viss arī skatās uz citu
Here in the
pusi.
second half, his shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Green papis malā, blēģi.
to Clarkson. Griffin with the steal. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. The offensive rebound, and oh, here, there's a whistle.
Lai met sodas. Kad roka vēl salauz, arī labi.
Sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Clippers have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Dallas leading by 12. Hood can't get it to go.
Hold.
Clippers have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. On the wing, Green. The shot is off, and it's Dallas the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And Simmons kicks to Nowitzki. Baseline J on the way.
No, es gribēju fadeaway. Kāpēc viņš nemet?
Now Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Bļāvis nesanāca. Oh, fuck, 11-2 runs viņam.
Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points in a deep ball.
Vairāk nav.
Fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Clarkson kicks to Powell. And the shot is good. Powell's got 8 points.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Jeremy Grant is checked in for Dallas. On defense, Dallas. They lead by 11. The drive by Green, and he gets it.
Bļāvis, nu pa visiem lecām visu.
4 points in the quarter.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And dishes to Powell, and that one's good.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Clippers trail by 12. Now here's Brooks. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Rejected by Nowitzki. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break.
That's slam cams.
Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run.
He's ārdi
See
vienkārši.
right there why he does.
That Kia slam cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Brooks outside. He kicks to Crawford.
Tad,
Comes off
jā.
assist from Brooks.
Ko nu vairs?
14 points for Crawford.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Nowitzki kicks to Powell. Nowitzki a screen. Grant right side. Releases. Second chance shot. It's tipped.
Fuck.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's got 14.
Good game for Jamal Crawford. He has 14 points and 1
Mums
rebound.
te falls by labi.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
That's not all.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Dallas. Sanders checked in for Powell. Anderson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Andre Robertson in for Rodney Hood. Channing Fries checked in for Los Angeles. Reddick comes in for Green. Mavericks leading by 10. Clarkson passes to Sanders. And stolen by Fry. Brooks outside. Passes it to Griffin. It's Reddick on the wing. Back to Griffin. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
Vitāli.
Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Clarkson and Griffin sends it back.
Da labi, blin.
It's Crawford with the drive. That is good. Redick's got 11.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Pass to Anderson. Here's Roberson, covered by Redick. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Clarkson. No good again that time.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with this team leading. Perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Griffin, and it's blocked, but he stays with it. Back to Brooks. Griffin attacking. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Mavericks leading by 6. Clarkson with the ball. 14 points for him.
Oh, come on.
Grant kicks to Sanders. And here's Anderson for 3. That is good. Anderson shot 12 in the game.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
The drive by Brooks.
And the
rebound goes to the Mavericks. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Anderson gets to Clarkson. Grant gets a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Sanders dishes to Anderson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Roberson, guarded by Crawford. Sanders' shot is off.
And he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this, for his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
First one falls for him.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 23 points and 2 blocks. I tell you what, he's made his mark on this game in so many ways, guys.
And he would have stood out just on the strength of the defense. But how about offensively? He's been clicking there as well.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Knight's checked in. Mavericks leading by 7. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
The prodigy, he's checked in for Grant. Anderson passes to Sanders. Screened by Sanders. Here's Simmons. And a foul on the shot. The strike for 2. That's called on Channing Frye. And the first one drops. Good on both. Clippers trail by 9. And here is Paul. He's got 9. The feed to Frye. Redick for 3. Good for his 6th make, and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Here's Simmons. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
There's the pick. And Fry kicks to Reddick. To the paint. Griffin dishes to Fry. Second chance shot. Can't get the layup.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
The shot by Knight, no good. Clippers trail by 8. Inside. Deflects the pass. Sanders with the steal. And Brandon Knight the bucket on the assist from Sanders. That's 12 points for Brandon Knight.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front.
Hoppa.
That early
Schmidt,
offense.
bölümler için yemezse.
They've pushed it. Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin. Looking at the game for Paul, he has 9 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band
skaidrs.
leader, Clark, and this offense has really performed at a high level.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Green's checked in, and so Paul nails both of them. Mavericks leading by 8. Knight into the lane. And Anderson kicks to Roberson. Knight on the wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Simmons passes to Sanders. Shot clock at 6. Here's Simmons. 16 points for him. The rebound by Jeff Green. Al Paul. Jeff Green on the wing. 30 seconds left in the 3rd. Paul outside. And the call will go against the Prodigy.
Oh, come on, blin, Simon, sveci, blin.
Will go to the line to shoot 2. No good on the free throw.
No, opet opet došao.
Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reddick.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the 3rd. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 9. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Mavericks leading by 9 and stolen by Reddick. They've got the Prodigy. Nowitzki is out there with Powell. Then there's Brandon Knight.
She's on the
spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Simmons kicks to Knight. Pass to Simmons. He feeds it to Hood. And stolen by Reddick. One-on-one fast break.
Looking at the game for Green, he has 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets out in 3-point land.
And I'm sure they
Galīgi nepatīk man šitas.
First free throw is good. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Reddick. And Jeff Green drops them both. Here's Simmons. And there's one-handed slam.
How about that?
Yes,
Breaking out the Statue of Liberty from
Lēns ar Simons tā var, easy. Man aitu vēl, bet ar pārējiem ir kā jau. Clarksons vēl var izskriet tā. Tu bitches ball, blin!
Good, Simmons.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Stokes can't get it to go.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the
Samasset. Parādu šeit ceturdaļā kūri saimnieki. Kas tas bija? Def?
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure might, Clark. So strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
Simmons dishes to Nowitzki. That's good. Nowitzki's got 24 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
It's Crawford with the drive. Here's Paul. That's in for
Bravo, Dirk, blin, no.
At a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Really aggressive play there.
Balls, blin.
Against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Side out.
Da labi. Fuck you. Nā, nepazinu komandu.
An official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal.
My playerā, man liekas, atpazinu šitā tekstu.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Knight. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Stokes. The pass to Simmons. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And it's Nowitzki penetrating, and the shot is good. Nowitzki's got
balls ar Dirkam izdarīt ūdeni pienest.
Paul kicks to Griffin, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That free throw, no good.
Nē, Raut Griffin.
And he's good on the second. Dallas leading by 8. And Simmons kicks to Paul. That's good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Paul passes to Crawford. Griffin dishes to Paul. That's good. Paul's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on. Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Crawford, no luck. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Terrific
defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Paul kicks to Crawford. The Clippers rebound. The drive by Green. Boom! Jams it straight down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Well, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now, here's Clarkson. They set the pick. Tipped away. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here are the Clippers now. 6-point game. Paul outside. And the layup is good.
Atkal Pauls. Cik var. Cik var.
Composed under pressure, and he's now 4 for 4 here in the 4th.
They get a hand on it. Clarkson kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Hood. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his third assist on the night. Clippers trail by 6. All up top. He's covered by Clarkson. 16 feet away. Paul can't get that one to fall. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. The dish now to Hood. Here's the 3. Cannot hit. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark.
Tāpēc arī Clippers vispār neizcīnīs titulu. Jo tur ir Blakes Griffins, kurš māca tikai dankot.
That could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened in on Alvin Gentry's huddle. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Free throw, good. Paul.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
The Mavericks leading. Here's Simmons. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Nowitzki's got 9 points.
Liekas, tas mazākais, tas Čāls uz dzīvi.
Fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
Paul passes to Griffin. And he banks in the layup. Griffin's got 29.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to win this game.
Here's Simmons. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Six on the shot clock. Feeds it to Simmons. Powell kicks to Hood. And a miss on the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Dishes it to Griffin. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Over in the corner, Green. Got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Crawford's shot is good.
And I tell you what, if he's going to be a factor here down the stretch, he is going to have to make some shots. Just 1 of 5 here in the quarter.
Simmons dishes to Hood.
Tie tur no malas gribēja Latviju biksu pielikuši.
He kicks to Powell. Hood, the pass to Powell. Dallas moving the ball around. Nowitzki, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into
Paksam Vilens startā iziet no beņķa, labi nodara.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Clippers trail by 3.
Redzi, par ko to maksāja, tik vēl naudu. Dažs 2 limonus.
Griffin inside.
Griffin, labi atbūs.
33 points for Blake Griffin.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Shots good by Clarkson.
In that tight, with that much
noturēt vienkārši.
There's just not a lot the defense can do.
Passes it to the monster. On the wing, Green. Ball outside. That's the basket. His 8th
Nepaspēja pieiet,
coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Pass to Nowitzki. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Nowitzki's got 11 here in this quarter alone. It's been quite a game for Dirk Nowitzki.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Lights checked in for
Klay
Dallas.
tur Nowitzki. Nu, loģiski, tā mēs arī darīsim.
Clippers trail by 3. Ball outside. Outside Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 35 points for Blake Griffin.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the chart.
And Simmons kicks to Nowitzki. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
There's the feed to Reddick. Pass to Paul. That's down the hatch. Not
Bļā, viņš viņus tik vienkārši izspēlē, kas ir vispār vārds.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, you guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Nowitzki draws the double to the middle. And that Simmons. Simmons got 16 points here in the second half.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession. Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
There's a minute 40 left in the game. Right side Green. Lots of room.
Man.
And a little bit that time, but it's Green's got 6 in the quarter.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Man, I tell you, partner, this has been some fun basketball, and they don't look like they're slowing down at all. You better strap your seatbelt on here.
Clippers trail by 3.
Simmons.
We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki with the screen on Griffin. And
Fucking shit.
And he lays it up and in.
We could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now nerves and tightness become a factor.
And it's becoming a battle of will right now. This is as good a game as we could have hoped for.
Out tonight to the left wing. Covered by Reddick. Here's Nowitzki. It's hauled in by
Yeah, but you have to love
And Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Yeah.
Eyes on the line here.
How about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Paul for 3. It's in. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Labi.
This is the red-hot version of Chris Paul right there.
Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a
Yeah, that's
team
really
right now. They are all
the best.
in sync.
From 15 feet away. Yes! Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth.
Oh, fuck.
That will count. Oh, that shot at a chance, but no good. So it's an arrow victory.
Labi spēle. Labi spēle.
What a show they put out here tonight. Tremendous work.
Jā, koč, kur vismaz tu apteini. Priecājos, ka tu atrodies manā tīmā. Ka neviens cits koč negribēja trenēt mūs.
This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game. Dirk Nowitzki. He had just an outstanding
Loģiski, kad ir
fourth
tam
quarter
MVP
performance.
jābūt.
He really had the
Kuram
fire
vajadzētu
lit
tam.
under him. And down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And this guy's been doing this his whole career. Man, we're talking about a Hall of Famer here, an icon in the city he brought a championship to. Not forget, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Tā, kāds tie box skors? O, diezgan pieklājīgs. Diezgan pieklājīgs. Minūtes normāli sadalīts. Bet ne tam maz minūtes, kāpēc tā. Labi, tas tā. Simons, kā parasti piespēlēs Kings. Buļāts 8 tur nover viņam jebal. Tas ir kants. Normāli. Tā. Apsīsies statistikas, player stats. Nekas tāds nopietns. Oi. Tā. Kas rebiņos daras? Povels, Simons, nu jā. Asistos Simons, Snaits. Varējā Clarksons. Jā, blin, varējā būs jātiek vaļā. Žēl. Ko darīt? Neko. Kamēr es neaizmirst. Šas. Viņš nav, bļā, point guards, viņam jābūt, bļā, small forwardam, ot šitā jau cik. Nu jau ir bišķi labāk. Clarksons jau nav point guards, viņš ir shooting guards īstenībā. Ja es viņu pārliktu kā shooting guard, tad viņš reāli varētu spēlēt. Bet tad atkal Robertsons nespēlēs. Jā, visur ir kaut kādas problēmas. Jā, tiekas karjeru netaisas beigtu bļāviens. Nē, viss notiek. Tā, tas būtu tik daudz. Team salary totāls 19 ir brīvu. Vajadzēs bišķi patīrīt to kepiņu. Tā. Labi. Pietiek.